Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Riley. Finds some fresh air. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Knight. Zings it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On the move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brewer. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Creates a little room. Runs through the tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it right at the 13.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Oh, he's got some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brewer. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To throw, it's Applewhite. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking to buy time. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility to put it all on display on that sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move, he fires. On target to the left. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brewer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. On the move, it's Riley. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Quick completion to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Starts to scramble to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He fires to the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give him the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it out. It's Berger. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Glass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Flowers. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now if they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Barrels ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 15 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Auburn offense. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Floating away. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He'll pull it on the read. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That had to be a coverage bust, because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Flowers. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Berger. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they fight him to the bitter end all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's delicious.